Hey guys, welcome back to Luke's Garage. Today is a part 2 of a video fixing the Dodge Ram. So if you missed part 1, what happened is the exhaust manifold is leaking right now, and that is due to two of the bolts shearing off, and lucky for me they have broken off inside of the engine block. So aside from fixing that, I get to show you how to extract these bolts out of the motor. So what I'll do first, before I come back to showing you guys where we're at, is remove the tire and the well plastic so I can get to the exhaust manifold, and we'll pick up there. Okay, so we have the wheel well trim out of the way. It's in the garage, very easy to take out. There's just a series of bolts along the fender. A couple little plastic plugs. I mean, this was all that was it. There's two of these, I broke them, but no big deal. And that just pops right out and gives you access to the exhaust manifold with the issues on it. So what we'll need to do is I'll first remove this little heat shield. So it looks like there's going to be 4 bolts on there. We'll have to take these two guys off as well, off the collector for your downpipe. So we'll just do a step-by-step. I'll get my tripod set up because obviously I'm not the steadiest person holding a camera. But once you get the plastic out of the way, fairly easy access. So yeah, we'll get to it. I'll get this set up and bring you guys back to the step-by-step of how to remove this exhaust manifold. Okay, so we have started to remove the bolts. So the heat shield, there are 4 10mm bolts. There's one right here. Got it removed. Got this lower one removed. And I can tell this is where one's broken because this shouldn't do that. And then we get under here is the next one. So I'll take that last one off and pull that heat shield off. Okay, so we have removed our 4 10mm bolts, and you should be able just to get in here and work this guy out like so. And then, as you can see, this is where one of the studs broke off, like I was showing you earlier. Super excited about that. The cool thing is, I think the head actually broke off with enough thread that I can use a set of pliers to get it out of the block, so I don't have to weld a nut on the block. So, as you can see, right there actually, so this one's broken off. Very common on the left side, or passenger side of the truck. I don't know why it's always the passenger side that goes first, but this is obviously warped, and these have started to pop. So that's the earlier noise that I showed you guys. So what I'll do now is get my socket set up to remove the remaining bolts that are on here. There's also one broken off somewhere down here. I'll find it. I know it's there. Okay, so I have started taking these bolts out just to tell you guys what's in here. Let's see, what is this? This is a 13mm nut that's on here. So I have, deep well socket. There's one right up here on the front towards the engine side, and then one right here in the back towards the back side. So, and then there should be one anywhere where that heat shield hooked on. Those 13mm nuts should be there, and then everything else is a 10mm. It's very easy to get onto these. And so far I'm only finding one that's sheared off, so hopefully this is the only one that I have. And if that's the case, that's pretty easy fix. So let me finish taking all these bolts out. Then what we'll do is get right back here in the collector, take these two out. I don't know what size they are yet. Okay, so we have all of the bolts out of the exhaust manifold, and we just have these 2 left on the collector. Like I said, they're both 14mm. I've already broken these loose, so these just back right out. Very easy to reach. This one just comes up underneath of the truck as well on the backside. Yeah, surprisingly very easy to reach. Thank you, Dodge, for your designs. But yeah, so we'll take both of these out, and then this exhaust manifold should come right off. So I left one bolt in the front. You can see it's slotted in the front of the manifold just to hold it in place. We'll take that guy out. Got a glove on because my manifold is hot. I drove this truck around a little bit just to loosen them up. there we go. It is loose. And normally that would pop right off, but the one that sheared is still holding that in place, so I'll have to loosen up my exhaust, my actual exhaust a little bit to get this manifold out of the way. And then I'll come back and show you guys the block. So here we are at the culprit of all the noise. I guess I only had one bolt that broke off. I lucked out because usually these will shear off right here at the actual engine block, and what you have to do is weld a nut right on the end of this, the broken off stud, and then you just back it out. I will give an example of one of these broken ones just on the bench. So if you guys have one that's broken off, you'll be able to do it yourself. It's not very hard, but what I'll do is get some vice grips on this guy and just slowly back it out. So very happy, lucky, and I'll show you this manifold compared to the new one. This only has 44,000 miles on it, and I broke a stud. There we go. So just to do a quick review of the manifold and the bolts, in case anybody forgot where anything goes. So your two studs mount here and here, and then here and here, and then all of your smaller 10mm bolts that mount to the block go here and here. And the easiest way, if you forget, your heat shield always fits where your studs are. So your heat shield goes onto these because you put a nut on this and it locks the heat shield down onto the studs. So the new kit came with the gasket, came with 2 exhaust bolts, and then I had to go buy this bolt kit separately. So what else? I'll post this so you guys all have a copy of this, but it shows you the pattern that you install these, and you want to follow the numbers that's shown on here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Pretty straightforward. And you want to torque these down all to the same spec throughout the install. So maybe, you know, tighten these down hand tight, then go down to 5 pounds, 10 pounds. And this is saying that these all go to 18 pounds. So eventually work your way up to 18 pounds so it, you know, goes down even. With both manifolds off the truck, I can now show you guys just how bad the factory manifold is warped. So taking a straight edge, as always, should be consistent all the way across, but you can see how out of spec it is, why those pop off. I could totally spend time and grind this down, but I just don't have the right tools to do it. So you know, if you take the brand new one that I've got, that's how it should look. So that's exactly why these heads pop off of these bolts. And again, always tends to be on this side. So if I flatten out, you can see how out of spec that is quite a bit. It's no wonder that bolt broke. So I just bought a brand new kit. Came with a brand new gasket. Bolts they sell separately because that's another 40 bucks they can charge you. So 120 bucks total to do this replacement. So I'll set up the camera and show you how to reinstall this. The easiest way to install the exhaust manifold is you take it underneath the rail or the frame, and I'll just fish it back up in there. Just like so. Then you want to install your gasket. There's really only one way that these gaskets can go on, but just in case you need orientation, heat shield on top up towards the engine bay, and that'll just sit right there, and we'll get the bolts ready. Okay, so we're struggling for this for the last hour. I figured out the easiest way to install this, and it is to put the bolt, you can see on the front end of the motor with this groove in it. Install that with the gasket first, then take this manifold, slide it into place, and use the collector. I'm breathing all hard. This is a lot of work. Slide the collector right here into your downpipe, and it'll hold it in place. And then all you need to do is just reinstall your bolt. Everything is perfectly aligned. Definitely didn't need to be as hard as I made it, but yeah, that's that's the easiest way to install it. What I'll do is put all these bolts in per the torque pattern that I provided on that little PDF spreadsheet, and I'll get these all torqued down to 19 foot-pounds. Okay guys, we have it installed. Our manifold is hooked up to our exhaust. These were the last two bolts that I had to do. But all the studs are in place. I haven't turned it on yet. I still have to put the heat shield on. So that'll be the next piece that snaps on here. And then I'll get that bolted up, and I will get the tire back on. And we will start this thing up and see how noisy it is. Hopefully you don't even hear anything anymore. So just to show you guys, the tick is completely gone. That seemed to fix the HEMI tick. I'll bring you up to the engine bay and show you right next to the header, or exhaust manifold. Completely quiet. Here is our sheared off stud that I pulled out of the engine earlier. Luckily, like I said, this only broke off at the manifold, not into the engine block, but I wanted to show you guys in case this does break off into the engine block and you have that situation where it's flush with the motor, how to get these out. And the easiest way to do that, there's two different ways. You can actually just take your wire feed welder and build up enough slag on top of this stud where you can actually get a set of vice grips on there. So it's pretty easy. So now you should be building up a decent enough pool that you can actually grab that with your vice grips. You can keep going, obviously, as tall as you want it, but you know, once you get it tall enough, you'll be able to grab onto it. Second method to get these out is to take a pair of rubber-handled vice grips, which I am not using right now, but to take a nut and hold it up against the stud, and with your wire feed, you want to tack that nut into place. I set my wire feed to a slower pace, and again, you just want to tap it in place. Just enough to make it bite on there, and then once it cools down, because the block is aluminum and these are cast, you'll be able to take your vice grips and back this guy out